And we're back with another YouTube video. Alright, talking about Raw, SmackDown, NXT, 205, Lucha. Alright, so Raw starts with Dean Ambrose coming out basically saying how he's staying in the Shield, but judge him by his actions, not his words. So Baron Corbin comes out, says you have three choices: match with Seth for the IC Championship, match with Roman for the Universal title, or match with Braun. Dean says, choose secret option number 4, match with you. Baron Corbin says, okay, you get a match with Braun. So we get Dean versus Braun. Ends in a DQ because the Shield come out and help Dean. And then I think they all attacked Braun and that was it. Or no. Did they? Ziggler and McIntyre? No, they didn't fight. Baron Corbin just came back out and announced Roman versus Ziggler and Rollins versus McIntyre. So then we get Roman versus Ziggler, and Roman wins. And we get Ronda versus Ruby Riott. Ronda wins. And this Raw wasn't that great. It was okay. These matches were okay. And Bobby Roode versus Connor. Connor wins. Oh, members of the Ascension getting wins. Can't. Revival versus B Team. B Team wins, and then the Authors of Pain come out and beat up the B Team. McIntyre versus Rollins. McIntyre wins because Ziggler comes out and distracts Rollins. Kevin versus Bobby Lashley. Kevin Owens wins, and they attack Lio Rush during the match, which is why Kevin won. Finn, Bayley versus Alicia Fox. Bayley wins, and Finn and Jinder are out there because Mixed Match Challenge promotion. They're doing the finals of that at TLC. I don't know why they don't just do them on Facebook Watch because it's killing Finn's character to make him do all this crappy Mixed Match Challenge BS with Bayley. What else? I'm sure there was lots of other stuff that happened on the show, but this review doesn't say it, and I don't remember it. So, it is what it is. Brothers of Destruction, Shawn Michaels comes out, cuts a promo talking about how Triple H is going to win in Australia, and then Kane comes out, choke slams him. Undertaker comes out, they double team Shawn. Triple H comes out. Triple H gets a choke slam and a tombstone. And that was the end of Raw. So, yeah, Raw was meh, in my opinion. And it got low ratings again. The lowest ratings ever. Lower than last week. So, yeah. For people watching Raw, you can keep watching Raw, but it'll get low ratings until more people start watching it, I guess. I don't know. Raw's just not good anymore. Anyway, you go to SmackDown. Paige says what Joe did last week, worst crime ever, which isn't true because Joe didn't really do anything. So basically what happened. So Joe goes to AJ's house. Kayfabe. So then Paige says, "Oh, it's the worst crime ever," but we called the cops after he rang the doorbell, so nothing happened. Which was like, it's not the worst crime ever. He didn't do anything. Then AJ is on the Titantron saying how he's gonna stay home until Joe is booked on a flight to Australia. Then we get the I don't even know what was next. I know the Becky Lynch thing was last, and that ended with Becky revealing the poster for Charlotte, like she standing on top of Charlotte holding the women's championship. And then Charlotte comes out, Charlotte and Becky fight, Charlotte gets the best of her, and that's how we leave. SmackDown goes off the air. Rusev and Lana come out to the ring. Aiden English reveals part of what happened in Milwaukee. Lana comes in Aiden's room, says, "I want you," and then Aiden stops the video, so we're led to believe, oh, Lana and Aiden must have done something, but they probably didn't do anything. So, it is what it is. Another other things happen on the show. New Day Cook segment, which didn't really lead to anything. Just Sheamus and Cesaro coming out to beat him up, and then they poured pancake batter onto Dewey Foley. Then we get R-Truth and Carmella versus Andrade and Zelina Vega. R-Truth and Carmella win, so technically R-Truth has a victory over Andrade. Although Carmella tapped out Zelina, so that is what it is. Shelton Benjamin versus Daniel Bryan. Shelton Benjamin beats Daniel Bryan because The Miz interferes. Shelton Benjamin, good wrestler. This episode of SmackDown overall, it was good. I guess better than Raw. There are things that are better than Raw is. Oh, really? What? Lucha Underground and Mae Young Classic? Because NXT was meh this week. Next other thing that happened on SmackDown, Asuka beat Peyton Royce, which Asuka and Naomi are gonna win on Saturday. So that show happens at like 4 a.m. Oh, Randy versus Ty Dillinger ends in a no contest. NXT results: Johnny versus Tony Nese. Johnny wins. Forgotten Sons versus Jobbers. Forgotten Sons win. Candice LeRae versus Lacey Evans. Lacey Evans wins. So yeah, NXT was alright. It wasn't great. I'll do Lucha Underground in a second. All right, Tony Storm versus Matsumoto. Tony Storm wins. This was a good match. They're both good wrestlers. Casey Catanzaro versus Rhea Ripley. Casey wins. That was a good match too. Lacey Lane versus Tanara Conti. Lacey Lane wins. Mercedes Martinez versus Meiko Satomura. Satomura wins. They were all good matches. I don't really have much to say because I know what the finals are, so I'm not going to say what they are. If for whoever doesn't know, and for whoever watches this, I'm not going to spoil it for you. First match we get, well, first we get not a backstage segment, but an opening segment. Phoenix tells Melissa Phoenix, Aerostar tells Melissa that he shouldn't have brought Phoenix back from the past because Katrina's evil spirit came with him, which we all kind of knew that already, which is why Phoenix is evil because Katrina's spirit is in him. When Melissa says, I can save him, and Aerostar's like, no, he's gone too far. So then we get Joey Ryan, Evilise, and X-Delicious versus Paul London, El Bunny, and the White Rabbit, aka Kevin Cross. El Bunny is basically the dark version of Mascarita Sangrata. So the Rabbit Tribe win. And this was a good match. Paul London did, well, I would say Paul London and El Bunny did most of the work because Kevin Cross came in there and hit 2 moves. He did the mandible claw on Joey Ryan to make him pass out. So that was good. Well, then we get Killshot versus Son of Havoc. Son of Havoc wins. This was also a good back and forth. Marty the Moth comes out, basically says, I want to fight my sister for, I want to give my sister the first shot at the Lucha Underground Championship. So Mariposa comes out there, and Marty the Moth and Mariposa have a good match, kind of extreme-ish. Marty the Moth wins, because of course he does. I wouldn't expect him to lose the championship before Ultimate Lucha Quattro, which is in 3 weeks. So, yeah. So I'll do those Ultimate Lucha Quattro predictions at some point. It's not going to be now, because again, it's in 2 weeks from now, so it doesn't make sense for me to do predictions right away. So yeah, I'll do Super Showdown predictions. Let me look up the match card. Cedric versus Buddy Murphy. I guess Buddy Murphy could win, but I don't think he will. I think everybody from Australia is going to lose their matches. So I think Cedric's going to win. I don't know how long he's going to hold the title for, but I think Cedric's going to win. New Day versus The Bar. New Day will probably win, retain. Naomi and Asuka versus the Iconics. Naomi and Asuka. Lashley and Cena versus Elias and Kevin. Lashley and Cena because he's John Cena. That's why. Bryan versus Miz, number 1 contenders match for the WWE Championship. Daniel Bryan could win. Well, I think Daniel Bryan's going to win because he can have better matches with AJ and Joe than Miz can. Joe versus AJ. Joe, I guess it wouldn't make sense for Joe not to win after he does all that stuff to AJ's family. But if Joe wins, then they extend that to Survivor Series, which I'm not against. So either I want them to extend it to Survivor Series or AJ to win, so then that way they don't have to extend it if they don't want to. But they might extend it. So I'll go with Joe. Joe winning. But then again, they could extend it even if Joe doesn't win. So, you know what? I'll go with AJ to retain. I just talked myself out of a prediction. Charlotte versus Becky. Becky will probably retain, and Charlotte will get a rematch at Evolution because I don't see them leaving either of them off the card. And if they're going to both be on the card, they might as well be in a title match against each other. Ronda and the Bellas versus the Riot Squad. Brie Bella, she botches. So I don't know how much Brie Bella's going to do. I hope she doesn't do the suicide dive or the yes kicks. Because if she does either one of those, somebody might get a concussion again. I'm just saying. Sorry, Brie. So I think Ronda and the Bellas are gonna win because Ronda can beat up the Riot Squad by herself. So if she has two partners, she's definitely gonna win. The Shield versus the Dogs of War. I think the Shield will win just because it's their first like technically pay-per-view match altogether. Even though this is a glorified house show, even though some people say it's not, I think it is. Well, most people actually say that it is, so I would be inclined to think that too, even though I already think that. So it is what it is. It's glorified house show. Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Triple H and Undertaker with Shawn Michaels in Triple H's corner, Kane in Undertaker's corner. This is going to set up to a tag match in Saudi Arabia. This is going to set up for the return of Shawn Michaels in Saudi Arabia and maybe Survivor Series or WrestleMania. So say the rumors. Kaiser Sose says the rumors. Yes. Anyway, um, Undertaker is gonna win because that'll set up for the match at Super Showdown. Not Super Showdown. This is Super Showdown, the Crown Jewel show in Saudi Arabia. And yes, most people know what the other meaning of the word crown jewel is, or the crown jewels, not just one crown jewel, I guess. I don't know. Either way, there's also going to be some kind of World Cup in Australia. So I don't know. I don't know who's going to win that. I don't know who's in it either. So I can't do predictions. So yeah, World Cup. That's another thing happening in Australia, along with the however many matches that was, 10 matches maybe. I don't know. Anyways, see you guys next week. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Like I'm gonna share this to my Twitter and my Facebook, and you know, my two Twitters, my one Facebook. Can't share it on Instagram because Instagram doesn't let you do that for whatever reason. Anyway, bye guys.